If you're struggling with sales or you want to sell more products or services, in this video I'll share with you 5 powerful triggers that will persuade people to buy your stuff. They are very easy to use and extremely effective. My name is Max Cecco and I teach aspiring entrepreneurs and professionals how to turn their knowledge and or someone else's expertise even into a 7-figure business. If you like my content, subscribe to this channel and hit the like button. Trigger number 1. Scarcity. As human beings, we want what we can't afford or have. It's ridiculous, but it is simply how psychology works. So, the less your product or service is available, the higher its price could be, and the more attractive it is. You could use this trigger in different parts of your sales message. Let me give you some examples. You perfectly know that to increase the perceived value of what you're selling, especially in the digital world, you must add bonuses. To push people to act immediately, you can associate the trigger scarcity with a specific bonus or more than one. For instance, you can say something like this. For the first 30 buyers, these bonuses are included in the offer. This statement is especially effective when you're selling something via live webinar. Or you can limit the number of seats available for your offer. For example, if you sell a live event or a service, you could say something like this. This service is available only to the first 20 people that will fill out the application. We cannot accept more than 20 people. Another example for you. Think about the upcoming Web 3.0 and NFTs collections. If there are only 1,000 pieces of that specific NFT collection and there are 10,000 people on the waiting list to buy it, you can use scarcity to elicit FOMO, fear of missing out. When you open the doors, people will fight to buy at least one token of your collection. I can definitely say that scarcity is one of the best triggers that must always be used in your sales message to push people to take action. Trigger number 2. Urgency. Urgency is as powerful as a scarcity trigger, and you can and you should combine both of them in your sales message. If your special offer expires in the next 3 days and then the price will double, you have to communicate this concept to your potential clients to move their ass to buy your stuff. Indeed, they need urgency to buy your product or service. If they don't buy, they are missing something. If urgency is correlated to the availability of your product, it is more effective. For example, you can say something like this. I will close the doors to join this mentoring program at the end of this week. If you don't buy it before Sunday, you have to wait 12 months before having this opportunity again. And for sure, the price will not be the same, so act now. Urgency trigger is especially effective during a product launch and live events because both are run in a few hours or days, so urgency is easily perceived by prospects. At the same time, you can link urgency with bonuses available. For example, I'll add this special bonus for everyone who purchases this online course or service before midnight. The possibilities are endless. Trigger number 3. Proof and social proof. Proof and social proof are great vehicles to persuade people to buy whatever you sell. Here's the thing. When someone doesn't know you, they are afraid of investing money in buying anything from you, especially if you're selling expensive products or services. People don't want to risk anything when it comes to buying stuff from people they don't know, and this is why I'm a great believer that today people buy people first and then their products and services. Proof and social proof help you overcome this initial barrier and allow you to sell your product or service easily and quickly. Proof can be testimonials, clients' results, past experiences, and well-known and trustworthy people who speak well about you and what you do. Think about providing proof that can sustain your message. Social proof can be something like this. your content authority, what you share on social media that testifies your expertise, your followers' number in different social networks. Indeed, if you are followed, it means you are impacting people and what you share is useful. Or the comments and likes you received by sharing your content. If you start from scratch and you don't have testimonials that support your message, I suggest you work on your social authority, as I'm doing right now to establish myself in the international market. You can even consider working for free or helping people for free in order to get testimonials and references. I did it exactly the same 14 years ago. Trigger number 4. Save money and time. No one wants to put money in the bin. And honestly, if your product or service allows your customers to save their hard-earned money, both in the short term or long term, you should communicate it properly because it gives a clear reason why your potential clients have to buy what you sell. As I told you multiple times in my videos, time equals money. Time is the most undervalued and precious asset we have. Money comes and goes, but time, when it is gone, you have lost it forever. You can't recover your time, but you can buy other people's time in terms of knowledge, experiences, and resources. So, if your product or service helps your potential clients save time, you should use this powerful weapon as soon as possible, even in the headline of your offer. For your clients, saving time means reaching their desired results more rapidly and with less stress and difficulties. Especially if you are selling high-ticket products or services, always remember that people buy results and they want to speed up the process. So do not underestimate the power of the save time trigger. Trigger number 5, the cost of inaction. This is very powerful. Every human being has two opposite forces within them: pleasure and pain. Normally people are more motivated to get out of pain than gain pleasure. People always buy the way out of something. They have a problem to be fixed, which hurts their life, and they want a solution. Indeed, it has been said that, especially when you sell over the phone, the sales call is not a pleasant moment. I mean, if it doesn't hurt, there is no sale. No matter your selling environment, if you sell something over the phone or through a video or via a sales letter, always pay attention to communicating what will happen to your ideal clients if they refuse to take action. This is the cost of inaction. For example, if they don't buy your product or service, they will continue to suffer with their problem, their life is getting worse, they will be broke or underpaid for the rest of their life, and so on. Every product has its outcome. So, once you have identified the outcome your ideal client wants to reach, the cost of inaction will picture a scenario your ideal client will not ever reach for the rest of their life if they don't buy what you sell. That's it. Now, what's next? No matter the powerful triggers I have just mentioned in this video, one of the most important aspects to pay attention to when selling your product or service is how to create irrefutable offers clients can't refuse. This is why I urge you to watch this video: how to craft the best high-ticket digital product offer. This information is priceless, so watch this video now.